What's up, good? Poppin' crackin' percolate was really good news. Man, Theo Butler, welcome to another exciting episode. I ain't saying, I'm just saying the rock beneath. Go ahead and clap the damn thing. Yeah, before we begin, like, share, subscribe. You like, leave a comment. You don't like, leave a constructive comment. Why? Because if you know me, grow me, and sharing is caring. And you see what we got going on today. Yes, absolute Green Lantern issue 1 brought to us by Ewing Jahnoy Lindsay. Yeah, that's what we got going on. That's what we got going on. Yeah, y'all see it. Y'all see it. My brother D-Rail said I got to check it out, so I checked it out. So I said, well, you know what? Okay, I'm checking it. Okay. So, you know, with the first issue and everything like that, I said, well, let me bring it to the Rock With Me Nation. Let them know what I read. So without further ado, let's crack this puppy on open. Yeah, we open up, and this already look bad. It's already look bad. I don't care nothing about the voice in black, nor that it's speaking to Hal Jordan. No, I don't care nothing about that. I don't. No. Considering the Blackest Night story art that I'm currently reviewing on the channel, yeah, shameless plug. This giving me Black Hand vibe. I don't care nothing about all this other stuff. Yeah, anyway, we got Hal walking on a long stretch of highway when a trooper pulls up. I can't say pull him over because he's walking. All is good until the trooper notices Hal's left hand is in his pocket. He asked Hal to remove said left hand from his left pocket. And of course, Hal can't. And I got a pretty good idea as to why. I got a pretty good idea as to why he don't want to do that. Anyway, long story short, the trooper gets antsy because Hal ain't obeying his command. Well, things go black. And ain't nothing left but them badges on the ground from the uniform, from his cover. That's it. That's tough. From there, we shift scenes to May and Mo's diner. That's an ugly ass name for a diner. Somebody got to tell me, is it that diners come up with ugly ass names on purpose? Because it just don't sound like with that name, y'all know how to cook. I ain't saying, I'm saying. From there, we shift scenes to May and Mo's diner. We got some folks watching the Laker game. And if you've seen the Lakers play lately, you understand why they watching the game. When in walks Hal, just in time for a special news bulletin to come on. Turns out in Evergreen, Nevada, they must have had satellite where they was watching the game. Turns out in Evergreen, Nevada, a huge Green Lantern symbol is sitting smack dab in and when I say sitting, I mean sitting smack dab in the middle of town. That's a big behind Green Lantern symbol. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. As the news report continues, we see Hal start to get a little nervous as a mysterious ring in black appears. Yep, that's what happened. So we gonna go back 5 days earlier, which we find Hal, John, and Joe having lunch as they catch up on old times. Hal is a toy salesman. That was funny. Funny, ironic, coincidental. That was funny that this, because considering who's doing this comic book review, that was funny. Hal is a toy salesman, being nosy with one another as to why they all came back to a town that no one moves to. Hal is a toy salesman. John, that's John Stewart. John is an architect, and that's Joe. We don't know why Joe came back, and we don't know necessarily what Joe got going on. We don't know any of that. The convo being what it is, the three of them notice bikers speeding through town. When Guy is brought up, we found out he and Joe are beefing. Something about a police chief job, and that had she stayed where she was, she'd had it. Yeah, I don't want to make no assumptions. I don't want to make no assumptions, but I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna need that explanation. What they beefing about? Yeah, Mr. Ewing, you ain't just gonna do this. And hey, ask Brian Hill. Boy, look here. I'm still trying to figure out what's going on with two cats over there in Ultimate Black Panther. Yeah, I ain't forgot. So yeah, don't just throw this out there and think I'm gonna forget. I'm not. I'm just telling you, I'm not finna do that. Right as Hal questions Joe about her still wearing her wedding ring, yeah, you definitely gonna have to say something about this right here. Another biker races through town, only to slam head on into a car. Damn. Yep. Rest in peace to said motorcyclist. Right as the three are about to assist the dearly departed biker, they notice they are inside a green construct. They also notice the only thing left from the biker on the ground, some gold. Trying to make sense of what's going on, they notice the bikers from earlier pull up, but then mysteriously peace out. Like, we ain't got nothing to do. Like, yeah, y'all don't see y'all boy looking like hamburger? No. Or maybe they were being smart. Like, you know what? We don't want no parts of this. We finna go ahead and turn around and go back and mind our business. If that's what they was doing, I like that right there. I like that. Gazing upward, Joe notices a ship shaped like a Green Lantern symbol hovering in the sky, and inside the ring portion of said ship, Abin Sword. Buddy, that ain't no Abin Sword I ever seen before. Buddy got 4 arms. That ain't. I ain't saying. I'm just saying that ain't no Abin Sword I ever seen before. Back over to the diner, current day, as Hal is having a true confessional moment. One of the customers is getting ready to punch above his weight class. Yep. See, Hal is steady losing it. He looking suspicious. This a customer now. This ain't security. It's a customer. The folks in the diner are suspicious of him. Big boy. You think they let Hal leave because that's what he was trying to do, leave. Nope. Yeah, you got that one that want to be a hero. Yeah, you see what's left, right? Anyone else see a pattern with the gold stuff left on the ground? My fault, cause you see old girl, yeah, she wanted to. She wanted to, and Hal got it for everybody, even those that didn't want it. Yeah, he got it for everybody, even those that didn't want it, and he got a nice little healing factor too. Yeah, not necessarily that Hal want the healing factor, but his hand don't give 2 damns. It ain't finna let him go. It ain't. And I don't know what Hal did 5 days ago. You know, when him, Joe, and John were kicking the bubble. I don't know what he did 5 days ago, but it just seems like things ain't been going his way since then. It just seemed like it, because we go all the way back. Just remember the cop from earlier, Trooper? Yeah. Right then, we get a couple of bells ringing when Joe pulls up wielding Green Lantern energy with a question for Hal. yeah, I got so many questions. I'm hoping I'm gonna get some of these answers in issue 2. I got questions though. Yeah, I got questions. I got a whole bunch of questions. And I'm assuming you got questions too, but we ain't got no answers. Well, we got answers. We just don't know how we got here. We know Hal got the black hand. Joe clearly got the Green Lantern. What's going on with her and Guy? And we gonna see some more. We gonna see some more John. We gonna get a little bit more. I'm here. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section. I mean, he got me. I'm looking forward to issue 2. I ain't saying. I'm just saying. Listen, like, share, comment, leave the comment, like, subscribe to the channel if you don't mind. That's it. In memory of the late great Don Cornelius and Chadwick Boseman. Until next time, I wish each and every last one of you love, peace, and soul. Yeah.